Okay guys, today on Chris Does What? I'm going to get this this floor situated in here and get it a lot more shored up. And so I'm going to take these pieces of board right here, put some resin on. I got this resin from Toll Boat. I love it. It's you know, you just squeeze out, it perfectly measures and good to go. Put it on these boards, stick them up under here so they'll be stuck, and then I'm going to take that and put some resin here, set it down, put some resin on all my stringers that I've already fiberglassed, put it down, and it should not move. If you've ever messed with resin, once it dries, it's done. I had a nicer shirt than what I'm wearing now, and got a spot of resin in the center, hard as a rock, never will come out. The only way I can get it out is cut a hole in the middle of the shirt. That would look funny. So y'all stay tuned, and we'll get this floor in. Of course, I'm wearing the proper safety gear, flip-flops, and I do have some rubber gloves because resin is some nasty stuff you don't want to get on your hands. I'm not sanding any fiberglass right now, so not wearing the respirator or anything. Don't get resin in the eyes, it's bad as well. Okay guys, so when you're getting ready to use your resin, of course Toll Boat sent me this when I ordered these two things. That was nice of them. Resin's kind of expensive. But you take and you squeeze out 1 to 1. So I'm going to start out with 2 here and 2 squirts of hardener. Now this stuff's been sitting up in my garage for about 4 months because I started on the floor and then we sent the boat off and we finally got the boat back. So that's taking a while to come back up. 2. Okay, now I'm going to use the brush I'm going to resin with to stir this up. Now this is the slow hardening resin, 5-in-1 system, so it gives me about 15 minutes to work with, which is not a lot of time. You notice I didn't put on my gloves. Well, hopefully that's not a bad thing. Let's stick on the glove. Yeah, these Duraskins are really awesome. I got the extra large and they fit like a glove. I didn't get the ones with the what's that stuff, powder in them. I don't like the powder, but good fit, easy slide on even without the powder. So I'm just going to take and slap on a little bit of this. A little bit goes a long ways. Slide it in here and take my drill. Try not to get this on my drill because it will never come off. And pop a screw in this. Another screw. And I'm sitting on fiberglass right now, so it's not friendly on your butt. Okay, let's try not to get the floor on my head. Now, maybe I can get this all done real quick. That would be nice. Okay, that's a good tight fit. Okay, so Guys, our resin is starting to set up a little bit, and we're going to goop it down liberally on these boards. Okay, here we go. That's it. That's all she wrote. So, only took me 2 squeezes to cover this all with resin. 2 squirts of hardener and 2 squirts of whatever the other stuff is called, epoxy. Now I'm gonna put this down, and we're gonna screw it to it. And this thing should never come up again. Babe, can you hand me some screws over there, sweetie? Behind you?
These back?
Yes, them, sweetie. Now remember, you're working on a boat, stainless steel screws. $15 minutes, and of course I'm stepping on it right now. Hopefully that will get all the resin to settle. Let me step off of it, and hopefully that stays. So I'm gonna cut this out. This is where you see I have an emergency propulsion system right here for when our engine doesn't work. And of course, if I think the boat's big enough to pull me up on skis, you know, she keeps me healthy. But we're gonna cut this out, and then we're gonna put the rest of the floor in. So I'm not gonna show us putting the rest of the floor in. You saw it with this one, but it's gonna be the same. I'm just gonna resin the lips and put the floor down with the resin all over everything so it sticks, stays all nice and tight. Okay, so I'm gonna cut the floor out. I'm gonna use a metal blade than a wood because I don't want this to splinter. And this is a lot finer. It's gonna take me longer, but it should be less cleanup. So let's see how this works. Turn this thing on, there, particle board, and here we go. No mistakes. This is already pinned down to the boat. I followed the line perfectly. Now I just make the turn. It's going to be fun. Turn made. Oh, I made these nice turns here with a coffee can. So it's a perfect circle. I was going to try to freehand it. Wasn't a pretty turn, so this is much better. That looks pretty damn good. Now all I have to do is build a lip around it. Okay guys, so got both sides cut out. This floor is actually in. If you see around this corner, we took sawdust, that, treated sawdust, and we gooped it with resin to fill up the cracks around the edge. So Once that dries, we can sand that off. But back to the floor. I've taken and I've smoothed up these edges because nothing like splinters. Even though I'm going to fiberglass over the top of this, I still want it smooth. But it's going to drop into here like this and still determine how we want to do this. Do we want it to split in the middle so you can open each side or take the whole thing out? Or do we want it to flip up like this? Or do we want just one piece and the whole piece comes out? We're still trying to figure out what we're going to do with this. Decisions, I know. But got that. And then I'm taking all this scrap piece of wood, and I'm going to put it under here for a lip. So it's not going, I'm not going to keep it completely sealed because I want water from the top of the floor to drip down into the bilge area because, you know, I don't want the water on the deck. I want the water in the bilge so the bilge pump can suck it out. But that's where we are right now. I've sanded up a little of this wood because Danielle keeps walking through here and don't want her to get splinters in her feet. She's up there making it all pretty. So that up there is going to look pretty. The whole boat is looking really fabulous. But I'll keep on this. Once I get this lip installed, which I'm just going to pin it up here, goop it with resin on the back side, and screw it with stainless steel screws. And hopefully it stays, and we can then walk on the entire deck instead of following this big hole that I created. Okay guys, so we got the floor in. Danielle, of course, still polishing. She is busy girl. But me and Danielle have been trying to figure out how we're going to do this floor, and we're thinking about the floor in, both cut. Just doing a hinge in the center so it folds all the way over, and then if we want it out, we'll just take the whole thing out. Flip it over in half and just pick it up if you want to put skis or fishing poles, or you need access to your emergency propulsion system, the paddle. But yeah, this worked great. And on this, I used that spare wood here to put this lip in. And I left a crack on all the corners so any water that comes in here can drain down the bilge because I want it down there, as I said. So floor solid. I'm not going to step on that. But the tools I used, of course, I used a sander. I wanted to smooth up the edges. Nothing like splinters in your feet. Boy. I've never sat down on camera like this. This, my jigsaw, great tool. I'll leave it down below. Leave all this down below if you want to order it, or if you have it, or just go to Walmart or something, pick it up. I use Amazon because it saves me time and gas. This Makita drill, some drill bits, and I use this resin in place of wood glue to keep everything sealed. And this is not going to, wood glue in water dissolves. This does not. So, necessity. And of course the boat is looking really shiny. We're going to do an update video on all the progress we've done, but this was just the floor. And we still have a lot with the floor, but we have a compartment and we have a solid floor. And now we have to glass, foam under here and glass. So that's coming videos. And of course we have a lot of other things to do with the engine and wiring and so on and so forth. Project boat. But if you check out our blog, I'm also writing up, hopefully in more detail, what I'm doing on this boat. And Danielle is writing up great recipes to keep me healthy and full of energy so I can work on the boat. She is an awesome chef. And
what am I making tonight, babe? The grilled balls make garlic chicken.
Yes.
My own recipe, I make this like almost every week. It's just so good. So.
It is awesome. So that is a hit, along with the tacos we had yesterday. Big hit. So see her at www.dininginwithdanielle.com, and that's it. So we're going to kill time with alcohol, and we're done for the night. We're going to just tune out and prepare for tomorrow.
Right.
If you like this channel, please subscribe. If you like this video, hit that like button. It's down there somewhere. Looks like this. And y'all keep coming back. Y'all take care.